I've got this stupid LG front load washer that doesn't have a stand. Didn't have a stand when we bought the place, but the dryer does. Clearly, there's a mismatch there. And it sucks bending over to load this stupid washer. I hate the thing. The LG pedestals are about $270, $280. I never see them going on sale. What I do see go on sale is the Samsung version, which is this. And of course, they're not interchangeable. But what I'm doing is I am moving these feet back, or I guess the stands to hold the washer feet. And all I'm doing is drilling some new holes and moving as I set the washer on top of this thing and then marked around where the feet go, which is right at the corners on this Samsung pedestal. And then where this would normally have set right here, you can see how the feet didn't line up. Now I've got it moved back to here. And yeah, it's gonna set off the side a little bit, but that doesn't matter because the foot itself will be in the holding spot of this mount. And all I did was just drill, mark new holes and drill it with a eighth inch drill bit. And we're gonna screw it right back down with the same screws. One other thing that I had to do was the Samsung feet here, they had little nubs on here that I don't think they did anything other than just kind of lined it up, probably from how they mounted this thing from the factory and then drilled the holes. I just cut those off with an oscillating tool, just one of these guys here, so it'll be flush down here and I don't have to drill more holes for those little pegs because I don't think it's going to matter. And I'm debating throwing a little Loctite on these screws, but then again, I don't think so. That washer weighs 1,000,000 pounds, and unless it gets super off balance, it's not going to go anywhere. And then it's going to be sitting on these feet, and then you've got the metal plate that goes over the foot and screws down into this mount. So yeah, I'm just going to try it, see what happens. So this pedestal here, the Samsung, I got from Lowe's for about $120, which is still probably about $100 more than it's worth, but it's $150 less than the LG version, which is the same crap, just with different spots for the mounting feet. So I'm going to finish this up, throw the washer on there, and I'll tell you how it works. Oh, this is a model, there you go, WE402NWA3, blah, 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 blah. It's a 27-inch square pedestal with the useless drawer in the front. Okay, so we've got the things remounted, the feet remounted, but come to put this on here, this part of the LG washer is interfering with that part of the Samsung foot mount. And really, the only solution, well, I guess there's two. Either you can trim that part of the LG, washer off, which is what I did here, or you can trim this back. But if you trim this back, you don't have any way to lock that metal piece over the foot there. So I chose just to trim that off. I'm not sure they do a whole lot anyway, so that's what I'm going to try here. Good old oscillating tool. Take out the old 2x4 adjustment tool. Try this again. Okay, now we've got our feet sitting down in here. Nice and flush all the way around, but again, Samsung and LG. So the size of this nut here and the depth of which they made that little U-channel is not enough to let this sit flush up against the foot. So we've got, a good 1/4 inch gap there at least, maybe 3/8. And really the only thing you can do here is, I guess, take this out and extend this U channel down another 3/8 of an inch. And I might try that on my bench grinder, and let's see how that works. All right, so where I'm at now is I was able to take the old bench grinder up there and deepen that channel out, but I couldn't go deep enough with the bench grinder. It was bottoming out and it took forever. So now I've taken the old angle grinder and I've made a series of cuts in there, and I'm going to try to bend those off, break them off with a set of pliers, and we'll see if that gets us where we need to be. Okay, so I got those little tabs broke off there, and that gets us just about perfect here. I'm just got a little bit of a gap in between there, but it's nothing bad, and I think now we should be able to drive our screws and secure the stupid washer to the stupid pedestal. Okay, and indeed that has done the trick, and there we are. And so just, you know, wash, rinse, and repeat on the other three, and then you too can save yourself about $150 or more, depending on. There we go. She's all attached. Depending on the particular deal that you find, and I think that's going to work just fine. And if it doesn't, I'll make another video and let you know. Apologies for the awful yellow light in this laundry room, but there it is in all its ugly glory.
Are we gonna have alligator for dinner? Never mind. We don't have a crock pot.
I have successfully run a couple of loads through it, and it's fine. There's no problems with the way this is. If this is you, this is what your solution is going to look like, and it works really well. One thing I don't know if I showed was just remember that in order to get this drawer to shut correctly, you're going to have to probably take, I took my little Dremel with the sanding barrel, and I just kind of chamfered the underside of this plastic edge on this piece, just like so. And then that allows and I did that on both sides over there as well, and that allows that drawer just to go ahead and clap shut. And other than that, that's how you do that. Past that, here's my rant on front loading washers. I hate them. I can't stand them. This thing is a piece of garbage. Came here with the house. We had a much better Samsung in our old house. It was a top load without the center agitator. The thing was perfect. I'd rather use it here, but my wife prefers this because our Samsung is gray and it won't match the dryer over here. And whatever. But this front loader is a piece of garbage. Can't stand it. It's slow. It doesn't get the clothes very clean. You have to put extra water in there to get the soap out of the clothes. And you have to fudge with it because it uses so little water because it's efficient. You got to take the top off of here, and there's a little screw back there. You got to screw it down in order to get more water to get into the thing, to activate the soap, to get your clothes halfway clean. Sometimes you got to wash them twice. This thing is a piece of garbage. I hate it. I can't stand it. And that's why I didn't want to spend $300 on a pedestal for it, because it's not worth $5 in my opinion. If I can ever convince her to switch this out for the Samsung, I'm going to give this piece of garbage away and probably give them a couple beers to go with it, because they're going to need it when they get done doing their laundry and their clothes still stink. LG, shame on you. It's awful that you made this piece of junk. And any front loader company that makes this stuff, shame on you. And here's the biggest shame on you. Shame on you for making people buy a $300 pedestal just to get it up to where it's not back-breaking height. That should be illegal to do that to people. You make this thing and you make it too short, and then you make that $300 to where I have to buy it to get it up to an average height, a decent height to operate. Shame on all of you greedy, grubbing, money-grabbing corporations for doing this crap. Anyway, that's my rant on that. Don't buy front load washers. They're garbage.